No one takes advantage of a kind person by accident. If you are being exploited repeatedly, then most likely the problem isn't them. The problem is that you don't know the difference between kindness and weakness. Come, let me tell you the truth no one ever told you. Since you were young, you were told that kindness is a virtue, that silence is wisdom, that giving up is morality, and that enduring harm is nobility. You grew up believing that every time you stay silent about your rights, you are being a better person. But here is the painful truth. Not everyone who stays silent is wise, not everyone who gives in is kind, and not every smile belongs to a pure heart. Sometimes, you are simply afraid. In psychology, there is a well-known behavior called people-pleasing. A person who constantly puts themselves last so they won't be rejected, so they won't upset anyone, so they won't be abandoned. This person doesn't help because they truly want to help, but because they are afraid to say no. And this is where the problem begins. When does kindness turn into weakness? True kindness comes from strength, but weakness often disguises itself as kindness. Let me explain. When you say yes while you're suffocating inside, that isn't kindness. When you stay silent, not because you are tolerant, but because you fear confrontation, that isn't virtue, that is escape. When you give your time, your energy, and your dignity so others won't lose you, you don't love them. You're afraid of being alone. What does psychology say? Psychological studies confirm that people who excessively try to please others often suffer from constant inner anxiety, suppressed anger, emotional exhaustion, loss of self-identity, because, quite simply, they are living outside themselves. You don't know what you truly want because you are constantly focused on what others want from you. Why do people take advantage of you? Not because they're always bad, but because you taught them to. Every time you stay silent when you're being belittled, you tell them, this is acceptable. Every time you smile while you're uncomfortable, you train them to ignore your feelings. People don't respect weak kindness. They get used to it. The weak kind person gives in order to be loved, stays silent in order to remain, compromises in order to be accepted. The strong kind person gives because they choose to, stays silent because they are confident, compromises only when they do not lose themselves. The difference is not in the behavior, but in the motive.